Still Wakes Deep is a first-person narrative horror game. For me, horror is about exploring the limits of human endurance and understanding. You're stuck on a cracking and crumbling rig in the middle of the North Sea in winter. There's a storm going on, the North Sea's below you. Our main character is Kaz McCleary. He's a working-class ex-boxer from Glasgow, and he's doing everything he can to survive on the rig as it crumbles around him.
So the oil rig environment will change in so much as you go from a working environment, working oil rig with lots of people around, something happens, a disaster happens, and from then on, once you recover, you just need to discover what happened, discover what has happened, and see what has become of the oil rig that you've already seen.
What's really interesting about the oil rig, it's a confined space in the middle of the North Sea. There's nowhere to go. So as the player, you actually return to a lot of environments and a lot of locations throughout the course of the game. And you get to see how these evolve, both in terms of the disaster, the rig starts to sink, but also this horror element which will start to come into play in the later stages of the game.
With Deep, we really wanted to move beyond just being a walking simulator. We looked at games that I'm very familiar with, like Alien Isolation, System Shock 2 and Prey, all games that are set in a single environment. We were really inspired by many of those games, but we also thought that Chinese Room is about telling a linear narrative in a way that is still spectacular and exciting for the player to experience.
Fans of the Chinese Room, I'd say, yeah, I really hope you enjoy the game, and we put a lot of love and attention into the environment, spent a lot of hours putting our love into it so that you can get lost in it and enjoy it before things get a little crazy and hopefully get you scared.
We'd like as many people as possible to play Still Wakes Deep. You don't have to be a hardcore gamer. You just need to be someone who's really willing to experience a new story from a new perspective in some extraordinary circumstances.